Hey guys, what's up? And despite the fact that lots of things suck now, despite the fact that life is still kind of terrible now, I will still resume our list week 2017, and I'm gonna be talking about my top 30 favorite songs of the year. Yeah, ow. So, without further ado, here are the honorable mentions. There are 8 honorable mentions this year that are songs that I actually kinda enjoy, and I think could potentially end up in the best songs of the year, but it's not good enough. It's not good enough as a song, but still, it's worth a mention. First of all, Harry Styles, Sign of the Times. As much as I don't enjoy his latest album, his solo debut album, self-titled, I still think this song is a very grand, a very heartfelt, a very gorgeous album opener for Harry Styles. It's very clear, it's very clean, and it just sounds really huge in scale. And for all of you who think I'm trying to be a hipster, I'm trying to be cool, yeah, sometimes I don't like mainstream pop music, but Harry Styles' Sign of the Times is actually kind of good. And then we have LCD Soundsystem, American Dream. Again, LCD Soundsystem's latest album is a bit underwhelming, but American Dream, the title track, is actually kind of good. It sounds very revolutionary, it sounds very tuneful and memorable, the synthesizers are soothing, and the whole song feels very thoughtful, and the music itself is really good. It's not the best LCD Soundsystem song, but it's still worth a mention. Next one would be Young Thug and Carnage, Homie, which is one of the better mumble rap songs of the year. And it features these really catchy instrumentals, and the vocals delivered by Young Thug is very angry and raspy. It's surprisingly good. It's okay. And I also want to mention 21 Savage, Offset, and Metro Booming's Ghostface Killer, which starts off their latest album, Without Warning. Now, 21 Savage and Metro Booming, they're not super duper great rap artists, and I think 21 Savage's solo album this year is kind of sucks. But this song itself feels very stressed, very tight, very timely. And same goes for Gorillaz' Andromeda, which is one of the more danceable and groovy electronic alternative songs of the year. Gorillaz is back, and their album Humans isn't really that good, but Andromeda is one of the best songs on the album, and in my opinion, my favorite song on the album. And it's really groovy, it's really lighthearted, and the vocals are very clear, very sing-alongable, and it's a fun song. I had fun listening to it. And we also have N.E.R.D and Rihanna's Lemon. Again, I'm not a big fan of mainstream pop music, but this song is actually kind of good. It's catchy, the beat is really fun, and it's really danceable, and it's such a banger. And also want to mention Vince Staples' Big Fish. Yes, it does sound like YG's FDT, but it's also it's very well written. The flow is really good. I also kind of like the background music of the song. The beat is also really nice. It's really well arranged, and the song is kind of a meme, but honestly, it's actually kind of good. And it is Future's Mask Off. I never expected myself to like songs like this. I'm not a big fan of mumble rap, but Future's Mask Off is actually kind of okay with these iconic flute passages and the very tight trap infused beat and Future's very staccato flow. I think it's a pretty good song. So now we finally enter the top 30 favorite songs of 2017. Starting it off with Feist's Pleasure.
I and you are the same man, either fiction or dreaming. We know enough to admit. We know enough to admit. We know enough to admit.
Pleasure starts off with some subtle and moody guitars, and then it starts to go louder and louder and become this really passionate, really heartfelt song, and the chorus is really good as well, which for some reason it's way more minimalistic and the tone suddenly changes. And then after the chorus we get some really country rock inspired barn burner. And the whole song, the structure of the song feels really well written, and it's really catchy too. I also like the muddy beats on the song when Feist is singing towards the crescendo, and the whole song feels great. Number 29 will be King Krule, Dumb Surfer.
One bet for 50, and now I need a slash. Man, his band is playing fucking trash. Skunking on you, baby, is my brain potato mash.
King Krule's The Ooze is not really a great album because it's just a little bit too airy and spacey and it doesn't go anywhere, but Dumb Surfer is a great song. It's very exotic, it's really relaxing. It's a good example of some alternative post-punk rock in the UK right now, and I really like the very zombie-like vocals on the song as well, and the drumming work, the guitar work, it goes really well. Number 28, gotta give it to Björk, The Gate. That rhymes.
You care for me, care for me. If you
Björk comes out with Utopia this year, and the single leading up to that album is The Gate, which is a very minimalistic but simply artistic song because it feels just so transcendent and otherworldly by itself. When you're listening to this song and you close your eyes, it's like you're going to another dimension, going to another world, through a tunnel, through a portal of all these colors just at the side, and it's really hard to describe because the song is just so cinematic and beautiful at the same time. And Björk's vocals on this thing is very expressive, really loud and sincere, and the whole song feels very magical as well. Gotta love this song. Next one would be Lorde's Liability.
They say you're a little much for me. You're a liability. You're a little much for me.
I'm not a big fan of pop music, again, but Lorde's Liability, it's one of the best songs of Lorde so far. It's really simple. The song isn't super duper dynamic or experimental, but it's the most sincere, the most heartfelt of Lorde we have ever listened to. The chorus is also kind of catchy, and the whole song feels happy and sad at the same time, which is remarkably significant on the song. And the whole song feels emotional, it's heartfelt, and Lorde really come out as as a good musician on this song. Next one, which is 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, would be Alvvays, In Undertow.
You find a way and try to hold on for as long as you can.
Which starts off their latest album, Anti-Socialities. This is a very straightforward dream pop, jangle pop song that actually is very, very catchy. I like the very straightforward and natural vocals on this thing. It's like there's nothing done in the vocals. And the guitars, the drums, they're very dreamy, really sweet and gorgeous. And it really gets you into this really festive and optimistic mood. It gives you a great time, so definitely recommend that. Number 25 will be Rapsody's Power.
The power of the Dusty make a grown man cry. The day I came up out my mama, I saw a grown man cry. They say it has magic powers, even magic ain't die. Wake you out to sleep and take a 3 a.m. car ride.
Rapsody, she released a rap album this year called Lila's Wisdom, which is one of the better hip-hop albums of the year. And the best song on the album is Power, in my opinion, which has this really catchy, bassy bass line, basically. And Skiiiwalker and Kendrick Lamar is featured on the song, and they are placed really well in the song. Rapsody's flow is good, and the whole song feels fun. It's entertaining, and it doesn't try to be dramatic and angry. It feels natural and not pretentious at all. And Power is really good. Number 24, Alex Cameron, Runnin' Out of Luck.
There's a light in your head, an apocalyptic plan. We're in love again.
And Alex Cameron, if you don't know him, he is a musician who's also kind of a comedian, and on his latest album, he's basically this kind of goofy, but also really funny and hilarious person. And his persona on this song is really remarkable, really hilarious, really humorous. Runnin' Out of Luck kind of brings back this 80s pop vibe to it, and it's one of the things that makes this song great. And I also like the very clear and simple instrumentals in the back, and the whole song feels very sweet, really lovely, and I smiled a lot when I'm listening to the song. So definitely recommend you listening to that. Number 23 would be Open Mike Eagles, Brick Body Complex.
Don't call me nigga, a rapper. My motherfucking name is Michael Eagle. I'm sovereign, I'm from a line of ghetto superheroes. I holler, I got something to bring to your attention. Attention, attention, attention.
Which is one of the more creative and artistic rap songs, or is it really a rap song? More like a rap sung performance. And it's really sweet, it's gorgeous, it sounds like a lullaby, but it's also not a lullaby because it has its angry and harsh moments. It's really catchy, and the meaning within the song is also good, the concept is good, and Open Mike Eagle's performance in the song is really intimate, and it feels very personal, it feels very close. So the song also feels very tight and intricate, and I like it that way. I really like this sleepy background music, and with this trap electronic beat over it, and the whole song feels very moody, but also very catchy at the same time. Number 22 would be Perfume Genius's Slip Away.
Baby, let all them voices slip away.
Which which is one of the more expressive and passionate and explosive pop songs of the year. Not that it explodes with all of these rich colors and all these luxurious things. It explodes with feelings, with deeply rooted, real, genuine, authentic feelings from Perfume Genius. And at first it feels very girly and really fun, kinda. And then it gets more and more powerful, more and more loud and potent, and it hits its chorus. And then it just explodes with all these instruments kind of banging constantly. And it's not angry, it's actually really happy. It feels really free. And it sounds like a hopeless person suddenly having hope again in his or her life. And it's such a climactic, it's such a stargazing moment. And it's a really good pop song. Definitely recommend you to listen to that. Number 21. Kendrick Lamar's Humble.
Hey, I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances. Finesse a nigga with some counterfeits, but now I'm counting this.
Kendrick Lamar is arguably the most popular hip-hop artist of the year 2017. He released Damn this year, which isn't super duper good, but I still think there's a lot of good things about Damn. And the teaser single leading up to Damn is Humble, which is this really fiery banger from Kendrick Lamar. It's not as dynamic or as creative or as fun and experimental as the old Kendrick Lamar songs, but it has a really sick beat to it, and it also has this very tricky, slick piano as the background music, and Kendrick Lamar's flow on this song is amazing, and the lyrics are genius. The lyrics are also really smart, and Kendrick Lamar kind of tells every other rapper to be humble, and I think he's also a humble artist, but this song is roasting. It's roasting someone, I can tell. And tell you what, I was there 18 minutes after the music video for Humble was released. So I got really hyped, I got really excited, and it's one of the most solid and most fiery and angry, but also real songs from Kendrick Lamar, and it's really good. Here comes the top 20. Number 20 would be Remo Drive's You're killing me, you're killing me.
You make me want to start smoking cigarettes, so I die slowly.
And it's one of the most hilarious and most entertaining emo alternative rock songs of the year. And yeah, emo, it's supposed to be very depressing and dark and fucked up, but this song is really funny. It's hilarious, and I had a great time listening to this song because of how catchy it is, how driving it is, how youthful and energetic the performances are, and the lyrics are also kind of hilarious. Not the goofy, cringy kind of hilarious, but it's really straightforward. It's really direct, and I really like the overall tone of the song. The second half of this song becomes a very sweet and lively guitar instrumental, I guess, and it's great. Number 19 would be the OCs, or simply OCs, The Static God. Which is the opener for, it's already not their latest album, their second latest album, Orc, which is a really fun and insane experience. And starting off the album, it's The Static God, which is the most insane and raw and energetic song I've listened to in the year. and the drums are insane. There are 2 drummers, and the drum line is very tight, very quick paced, and the vocals sounds like a Grinch. It's very intense as well. And the guitars, they go up and down, and it's really fast paced. It's really intense. I don't know. And I really, every time I listen to this song, I would just go like this, because it's just so exciting, and it shocks your nerve. It's so electrifying. Whew, I love this song. And number 18 would be Run the Jewels, Call Ticketron, which is another electronic infused rap song that's really, really catchy.
Run the jewels live in the garden, taking off shots and we aim for the darkness. Make it get hot for a target. Kids cook s'mores at the crotch of our targets. Kumbaya, bitch.
Featuring these really good flows and smart lyrics. The production is excellent on this song, and the samples are great. I guess they kind of sampled theirself, which is kind of funny, but I think this song is really good, and I'm gonna give it the 18th place. Number 17 would be Jay-Z's 444.
Nigga, no!
I apologize, often womanized. Took for my child to be born, see through a woman's eyes. Took for these natural twins to believe in miracles. Took me too long for this song, I don't deserve you. I harass you out in Paris.
Which is technically, or arguably, the most sincere, the most passionate, and the most personal Jay-Z had ever been. Jay-Z really put down his ego on this song, and he apologizes for a lot of things that he did. The background music is really good, featuring this. I don't even know if this is a sample or what, but the background music is really good. It feels very confessional and deep and thoughtful at the same time. Hip-hop had never been so philosophical and artistic at the same time, and on this song, it sounds like that. And that's what makes this song very great. It's really honest, it's really true, it's also very pure and clean, and it's one of the best rap songs of the year. But number 16, I would give it to the really hard-hitting and angry and enraging Idol's Motherfucker.
I don't nothing, I'm just sitting here looking at pretty colors. I don't nothing, I'm just sitting here looking at pretty colors. I don't nothing, I'm just sitting here looking at pretty colors. Motherfucker.
Which has these very simplistic lyrics that are actually very memorable. It's like slogans, it sounds like slogans, and the frontman Joe Talbot is screaming and yelling with this very gross, nasty, overblown vocals, which are great for this angry song, because this song is basically a rant, and as well as the rest of their latest album. And wow, the song is just so angry and electrifying, and it's just so loud and explosive. You just listen to it again and again and again, and it just gives you a great time, man. And this song is also very bold, and it tries to be controversial, especially towards the end when Joe Talbot talks about sexual violence. And that's one of the things that makes this song stand out a lot. Not only musically, but lyrically. This song is also well written, well thought out, but at the same time it sounds very impulsive and ranty. And wow.